Welcome back. How are you feeling? Were you feeling any sort of tightness, any sort of soreness after yesterday? Well, what that means is actually your back is doing some work, and that's what we really want out of this program, out of this first 7 days. So we're going to carry on. If you are tight, you're going to be happy because the first one, we're going to go back to that hip roll movement to stretch a few things out to begin with. So let's come onto your back. So, arms are in a low V, our alignment, check that. Pelvis is heavy, rib cage is heavy, and head is heavy into the mat. Deep breath as you exhale, roll the knees to the side. For our alignment on the bottom, our shoulders are heavy into the mat. We're not arching our back, so turn those muscles on if you feel you're arching the back, and then roll back. Nice and slow. For those of you that are sore, if you've got any sort of back pain, then this will be providing some relief for you. Concentrate on controlling that movement. And we're going to do one more on each side. How are you feeling? So, let's extend the legs away, and we're going to interlace our hands behind our heads. Rib cage down, roll your shoulders so you can see your elbows in your peripheral vision, but they're not here. They're nice and wide still. Deep breath here, exhale, bring your head off the mat, bring the back of your shoulders off the mat, and hold there. And then very slowly, bring yourself back onto the mat. So it's a very slow chest lift. Not quite a full curl up, but you can feel those stomach muscles moving. Be very careful not to allow your chin to collapse into your chest. There should be a golf ball sized gap between the chin and the rib cage as you're doing this curl up. Remember, the elbows stay wide. Keep it slow. It should be a bit of a count. 1, 2, 3 to the top. 1, 2, 3 to the bottom. We're not going straight up and down. We maintain control in the movement. And last one. And then bring your hands back to the side. Bend the knees. Keep the feet hip width and parallel. And I want you to bring them up so that they're in this chair-like position at the top. Start off with, we can do is what we call a toe tap. So the angle of the knee stays the same, and you just bring one foot down and bring that back. Now it's a count of 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 up. Your alignment here requires your core muscles to really be turned on, and your rib cage stays very heavy into the mat. Pressing down through the rib cage, through the pelvis, and really grip with those stomach muscles. Because what we want is to keep that spine in neutral rather than arching up towards the ceiling. Keep going. Nice slow taps on each side. So what we're learning here is extending through the hip, controlling the angle of the knee, and making sure our spine is stable as we're doing it. And one more on this side. And then let's bring both feet down. I want you to roll onto your side, onto your elbow. Bring your feet on top of each other, your knees on top of each other, and basically your feet are down below your bum, about the same level. You can come here if it's uncomfortable on your shoulder. This position is to go into Oyster. So that's simply lifting up the leg and then bringing it back down. I want you to really think about keeping this pelvis pointing forward. By doing that, what's happening is it stops our spine at the bottom from rotating. Because if I lift this knee and it rotates, the pelvis rotates, the spine rotates, and that movement suddenly comes into your lower back. And this video is all about not letting things come into your lower back. So by learning to control this and keeping the pelvis forward, again, it's another strategy not to trigger any back pain. And let's do one more on this side. Let's come to the other side. So again, you can lie on your shoulder if you want, or come onto your elbow if it's more comfortable. Your feet are in alignment with your tailbone. And let's lift, keep that pelvis nice and forward so that it's not rolling back with the movement and bringing the movement into your lower back. Nice and slow. Again, 1, 2. It's about a count of 2. 2 down. So you're controlling it. What you'll find is you're probably discovering some new muscles around about the side of your hip that you haven't really noticed before. They've always been there, but this is isolating that movement. And they're going, thank you. I never get to do things by myself. And this feels really good. So your body will be responding nice and positively to this. Though you might have a little bit of muscle soreness in the morning. There's 2 more of these. Okay. So let's come into sitting. One of our challenges from an alignment point of view. I want you to bring the soles of your feet together and bring yourself nice and solid. So we're going to go into a back bend this time. But I want you to keep the bottom half of your back nice and stable, so we're bending the top part of your back. Bring your hands to your front, palms are facing each other. First up, bring them up to your ears, and then lift through the chest. So it's bending through your back. And again, you're finding that relationship between the position of the rib cage and the position of the spine, because your rib cage is attached to the spine. Up and down. Keep the arms up. Remember to come back to a position where your chin is level. Nice and slow. Until you're feeling this is nice and easy. Don't roll your lower back out. Last one. And then cross your legs. Bring your arms into a Cossack position. Spine nice and neutral. And rotate around. And back. Two more of these. And release. So what haven't we done today? We haven't done cat. We haven't done Superman. So let's start with cat. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders, and let's tuck that pelvis underneath, start rolling it out, let that move up the back, and then end with the head. So really control this. Don't want you videoing this today. We're going to leave the next video until the last day of the week, because that's when the big question comes. But what I do want you to think about is what happens after I tuck my pelvis if I lift that belly button up towards the spine, so hollowing out through the stomach. What you might feel is there's more of a stretch through the lower back. So give that a go, really hollow through. And one more. And then straight into Superman. Remember to keep the pelvis nice and square. At this time, really concentrate on what's happening with the shoulders. If lifting up through the shoulders actually moves the rib cage or causes any pressure into the spine by lifting that arm too high. So we want to reach maximum range without moving the spine by getting the arms up and forward and close to the ear. But if you can't get them there without moving the spine, stop before that spine moves. Keep the pelvis nice and square. Keep the back entirely straight. 3 more. And there we go. How are you feeling? So the body will be awake and alive after that. You'll feel that you've been working. Join me again tomorrow. We'll be consolidating on this. Have a great day. Bye.